Episode 7. I'm feeling classy, so I've switched to the classy outfit. The area that we're going to, I think, is pretty classy too. We currently have 4 out of 5 keys, and based on the little tombstones outside of the big door, the great door, we're directed towards the Sansa Keep, the second floor of the castle, to get the last one. From what I can tell, it's a kind of classy place, that second level. I assume all of the rich aristocrats lived in that second level, or something. Finally have the bubble, which means we can do this room over here. Still don't have the key for that. Of course, it's just a shortcut, but I would like to unlock it just to unlock all the key places in the game. Missed input. This is designed for wall cling plus bouncing, it seems. There's a second level, but I guess we loop back in? I assume so. Like these circular rooms, we get to do this. Nothing above. Oops. Meant to do this. Ah, that opened... Oh, it just made a shortcut here. I thought it might have opened the door over here, but no. This outfit does look good for parkour. The challenges now are to do sliding on the wall combined with hitting switches with your ascendant light. You know, it's kind of funny. This ability is, of course, giving you the ability to see in the dark but also bounce off things, but the light is almost... It almost has nothing to do with the part of ascending. I guess you could say it gives your Dreambreaker weapon an upgrade that lets you bounce off things, and that upgrade just so happens to emit a light like a torch. Damn. Didn't quite hit the pole there. Don't need to though. Oh. My depth perception is way off. That was the wrong button. Alright, let's reset. I hope that reset. it did. I used up all 6 of my things just there. Why is that up there? Little ledge. Health if we need it. You know, still no answer as to why you can throw your weapon. I'm getting rusty. Can't do the trick I used to do. There we go. Kind of panicked there for a second. And that moved something? I guess above? Right, this wall. Huh? Something very distant moved quite a long distance, I think. And here's that door that was closed for the longest time. But what did this do? Oh. The big gate. It must have. The only other thing here. Whatever is in here seems important. Other than the key. I feel like there's gonna be more here, isn't there? Nope. No gate slamming shut, forcing us into a boss fight in the throne room. That's all well and good. Wow, oh wow. I don't even know where to start. Oops. Keep on pressing that button when I mean to wall ride. Ah. I wanted to wall ride off that. This is going poorly. What I should be doing is not going for the stuff that I already know how to get, but practicing on the things I haven't gotten yet. That's not it. Got it. Just barely. Aspect of a guardian. Huh. Kind of royal looking. Kind of looks like Aegis from Persona 3. Aegis? Aegis. It's Aegis. Well, we have all keys now, but there's still one place I want to check out. Back to the dungeon. We never did explore the dark area now that we got the light. And how does this look now that we have light? That's barely any light, but you can actually make your way around. If you didn't have the map upgrade, this place would be a pain in the ass to find your way around. Yeah, so going with my theory, if you started the game out in this octagonal room over here, you could make your way over to this hallway, after you get the Dreambreaker, of course. And at that point, even without the slide, you could maybe break down this wall, even though there's no indication. If you knew it was there, you could shortcut your way over here, and there would be no way to jump up there yet. But you could just normal jump your way over this way, still in the dark, mind you. Knowing that this is here, do some simple jumping without wall kicks. All in the dark, to make your way here. And here in the underbelly, you could either A, drop down here, and jump down, which would force you into a pass down into the center area eventually. I'm not sure how that would help you or where it would get you. But the other option, superior, is to jump over here and go do this little simple challenge that only requires basic jumping in order to get the bouncing upgrade, Ascendant Light. From there, I'm not sure what you could do, or what reason you would all be doing this in the first place, other than speed, of course. But assuming you did have Ascendant Light, you could go back into the dark room you were just in. And it would be light now, but mainly you could bounce up this thing. But it doesn't seem like you can... Oh, you can make it without a wall kick. Couldn't go this way. But I guess you could make your way into the theater? With just the normal jump and the Ascendant Light. And once in the theater, I don't know, there's a lot you could do. Well, no, there isn't a lot you could do, because you wouldn't have the wall bounce yet, or the wall cling. This is all just thought experiment stuff, but I like doing this sort of thing. Again, just normal jumping and Ascendant Light. You couldn't go over there, but it seems like a very intentional path they're leading you towards with this shortcut or whatever. And once you're in Sansa Keep, you're entering from a weird side, but you could do it. Not really anything up there to help you out. And if you made your way all the way to Sansa Keep here, who cares? What good does this do you? You're just over here with the Dreambreaker and Ascendant Light. No wall kick, no Sungreaves. Nothing. You could go to Castle Sansa, but then you'd just be back on the critical path as if you went through the normal stuff. You wouldn't have the slide, but there has to be some reason they let you do this, right? How could this possibly save you time if you don't get the Sungreaves? Or the slide, which is a huge, like, movement thing for saving time. I'll look it up some other time. I'm just wasting time at this point. Why am I doing this? Wrong button. Now that I can use R1 in platforming, it's in my mind as something to bounce off of things, but I sometimes press it instead of the wall kick. Anyway, other than just seeing what this place looks like in the light, there was still that one area that I've never been into. Never actually properly finished exploring. Right here. That's simple. Aspect of Good Graces increases healing power by half a pip, again. We already have one of those, so I guess we heal by 2 now. Did we collect all of the healing items, or the health items? This is a complete 3-piece thing between the keys and the other upgrades, but I felt like I had more to collect. I was heading towards the big door, but I just remembered I abandoned something last time. I should have headed this way instead of the exit I just did. I'm going in circles. This is embarrassing. I know I just left here, but I meant to go back to the starting area. Now that we actually have the bubble bounce, we can get that last crystal. I'm pretty sure I've gotten one in every area except this one, unless I'm forgetting something. I'm not doing it for real yet, still practicing. This is one of the ones you have to do in order. Oops. I feel like this is the final challenge, kind of. You might need all of the abilities. Up there? That's crazy. Like around this way, somehow. Like this. Oops. Well, we kind of got the theory. After you jump down from that cage over here, I guess you don't want to fall down like I did, but if you do, there's an easier way back up with this. Then you can make your way over to the last one. Let's try that again. Still don't know the proper way to do that. No, this doesn't help. Like that. jumped too far from the wall. Damn. I tried to do it all in one wall ride, but you lose too much height if you do that. Can't imagine doing all of this with the basic controls. I'm sure it's possible, but feels like it'd be a pain to move the camera. I lost too much height again. How'd I do it the first time? Maybe I should practice that rather than going for the full run. Alright, that lets us conserve a bit of height. Damn it, I panicked. I panicked and didn't use my high-speed abilities to get up there in time. Right at the very end. Well, we're pretty good on time. Aspect of Devotion, new outfit. Soul Sister. Huh. Kinda like a nun. Pretty cool. I guess we've repented for our sins here in the prison. I like the decoration on the horns. What is that? The gold chains? Ah, we can't heal without the cross, I guess is what it is. I can only do that once, but hopefully that made for a good thumbnail. If I don't have one already. Actually, Now that I've done that, this is probably the finale, isn't it? Thumbnail's probably going to be something like the final cutscene. I don't know. Not the final cutscene, maybe like a boss. Does this game have bosses? Big eyes? No, strong eyes. Wait a second, there's one more place I want to check. Back where we fought this guy, who may or may not have been strong eyes, there's just this upper area, and this thing up there. Of course we can reach here now pretty easily. But not much to write home about over here. The real prize is up there. That may just be some kind of hole for that one wizard that we saw to escape out of, if that was anything. I'm not sure how we'd get up there anyway, even with all our abilities. It's probably nothing. Enough screwing around. Right. What I should have done in such a situation, just to replicate it, having trouble even getting hit by this enemy. What I should have done... Oh, I couldn't air recover. I have that ability, don't I? That. Why couldn't I do that? I feel like I can sometimes do it and sometimes not. Weird. Bailey. Alright, the nun outfit is fun, but we should probably wrap up in Sybil's iconic attire. As far as collection goes, if this is anything to go by, I think I have all of the healing stuff, or all of the health items. I feel like this would be 1/3 of a part, or 2/3 of a part if I only collected a few, but I felt like the last one that I collected gave me the start of one more. Like I collected the first third of 3. But if this is correct, then I've collected 3 already, and I may have collected all of them. Other than that, there's obviously the 5 keys that you need for completion. And then all of these abilities on the left, which seems like there could be 2 more, but I would believe that this is what it looks like when complete. But on the right side, I'm almost certain there's one thing I'm missing from some kind of green bubble somewhere in the castle that I missed. I'd hate to go in without picking it up, but I don't really feel like looking up where it is right now. Not that way. Guess we're going the normal way. No save point. Guess we're going right into it. Ah, I should have done the thumbnail like this. Or maybe this is the thumbnail. Whatever. How fun. We're gonna find the princess, I think. What was that? Distorted memory? And our memory is hazy. Oh. Looks like a boss of some kind. Ouch. That's the princess, alright. Ah, she hit us after all. Can reflect those. Don't want her to get that attack off, whatever it is. Gotta get better at air recovery whenever she hits us. Like that. Here come the balls again. If we're quick enough, we can stop that attack. Bounce it back at her, I think. Kind of. Oh no, that's a big one. She really likes that attack, huh? Oh, we reflected it. Kind of. Can we reflect that? Probably not. It's chasing us. Alright, it's done. Generally want to be grounded when attacking her so we don't bounce. Oof. Try to stop her. I might have done it. Not really the kind of person you want to hang out with, right? I barely remember what she was really like at this point. Oh, sorry. You're probably wondering who I am. Honestly, I don't really know anymore. Nobody special, I guess. But then, that's the whole reason you're here, right? I get it. I can't just hide here forever and pretend I don't exist. I'm sure I'll find something worth being awake for. Maybe I'll finally get into photography. That'd be nice, I think. So thanks, goat bunny cat lady. Sybil. Got it. I'll make sure to write it down. As soon as I wake up. I don't want to forget you too. I'm sure you've got someone else to help out, right? So yeah, thanks. Take care, Sybil. Pseudoregalia. What a wild ride, and I have no idea what even went on in it. We're not even booted out to the... or not given credits, but I guess we'll roll them. Roll them. It's one screen. Couldn't say what's going on with the castle, or even the title of the game. Pseudoregalia. Pseudo meaning like, but not actually, like a fake thing. And regalia meaning... what? I think I looked this up before, like clothing worn by royalty, or maybe the insignia of royalty, symbolizing them. Taken together, it means something That's like royalty, or like the clothes of royalty, but not actually like it. Like fake royalty. I guess that's who we were fighting at the end. Maybe? It's hard to tell. I thought we were fighting the princess, but the monologue at the end, which I guess was dialogue, from one side, seemed like it was the princess telling us that they weren't the princess, or that they were remembering the princess. I guess this entire castle is in someone's mind. I'm actually stuck here. I'm gonna have to use the mouse to click return. My controller isn't responding. Based on the file select, that's all of the health items that you can get. Total of 8. But what was the Pseudoregalia anyway? Is it whatever Sybil is wearing? We do know it was a disguise, mentioned by that one goat. But this isn't exactly regalia, at least. It wasn't to start with, it was just the clothes of some kind of servant or something, maybe. At least that's what it looks like, based on the other goats in the castle. I have to believe that Pseudoregalia refers to the princess in there. Well, let's not worry about that right now. If I'm correct, there's at least one more thing that I have to look into. Before I end the episode, I feel like I can at least get that. This is rare, but I think I'll just pause the episode to look up what I have to collect remaining in the castle, and then wrap it all up in the remaining time that I have. And back in. Spent some time looking up what I was missing, and the list is as short as I imagined. Just one item over here. It looks like I have all of the health upgrades. And I know where that upgrade is, but other than that, there's one or two things that I want to wrap up before I consider this game complete in my eyes. First of all, what I mistook from the beginning. I thought this would give Sybil pants immediately, but it just unlocks an outfit over here in the attire options. Didn't notice that before. I consider this as part of completion. Ticking off that option in the accessibility menu and unlocking an outfit. A really easy way to unlock it, but I guess we can run around with this for just a little bit. Now about that upgrade I've been missing. Just over here, in the empty bailey, or rather, the underbelly. A bit of a trek, but I think we can reach there with all of these shortcuts we've unlocked. And of course, because we have all the upgrades. That was not a backflip. Well, they started me over here, for whatever reason. That wasn't the fastest way up anyway, I guess. Oh wait, I was already right. That's what I wanted to do the whole time. Not sure how I missed this the first time, but if I had to guess, it's just because the underbelly is so dark and hard to see. Something over here. Actually, I didn't even come here at all. If I were more diligent, I would have recognized this door as something I never came to. Jeez. One little challenge. I didn't know you could save it like that. Save your little bubble boost until you need to use it. That's cool. And we got the last martial prowess aspect, or the only one. The last aspect being martial prowess. How helpful that would have been for the final boss battle, where we actually needed to do damage. Oh well. Now I guess we could call it complete there, but I don't consider it complete until I do one more thing. And I do have all of the outfits now. What's my favorite outfit? Probably just the basic outfit. Because I like the way the greaves look. It's a kind of bunny suit outfit going on. I guess it's more of a servant vest. Whatever. But just for fun, I'll mess around with this. Now to get what I'm looking for, I need to go back to the dilapidated dungeon, which might actually be a bit hard to get from this direction. Gonna have to make our way up there somehow. How are we gonna do that? How'd we get up there the first time? Well, we came out of there the first time, but there should be a way back up there, right? Maybe? Seems too far to jump. Yeah. Long way to go for something so worthless in the end. Just out of reach. But I think we can get up there from here, maybe, with the right angle. That wasn't enough. No good. This might not even be enough height. Alright, I think I'll give up on this. Let's actually go to Empty Bailey again. Back into the castle proper. And over to the dilapidated dungeon. From the entrance we originally came in from. That was the worst angle I could have chosen. And where we are headed is just over here. Big Eyes, by the way. I did look up. No, Strong Eyes. His name is Strong Eyes. Was that one guy that we fought over there? Back when we were getting the key. Of course that makes sense. Based on what that guy was saying. That we'll never get past Strong Eyes. Of course, the person that you can't get past is the person guarding the exit, the key. But speaking of keys, there was one here all along. I looked up at the rafters and said there's nothing there, but I was a fool for not exploring. And what is this key for? When I already have all of the health upgrades, all of the main upgrades and abilities, as well as all of the other sub-abilities. There's only one thing it's for. How'd I do that? What the hell? I'm still learning new things, even when I'm about to wrap up. Holy shit. I could have done that the whole time? A side flip out of... Wow. I can't believe it. Why am I learning this just now? Can you do it from any height? You can. That's incredible. And you can do it multiple times. Out of a solar wind. You can do a super huge side jump. Or pivot jump. Seems like depending on how perfect you are, you either get a golden thing, a blue after image, or nothing. But even then you still get a super high jump, like you are now. Golden one being the highest. And the fastest. I can't believe I've never learned this until now. This would have been so fun. Not sure how useful it is, but you can use it to get a lot of height. Like a lot. Back when I was trying to make that jump in the underbelly to reach the dilapidated dungeon, that would have been perfect. This game. And of course, the last thing I'm here to unlock is right here. This, of course, leads into a room we've already been in. The useless door that I've been saving for last. Now that I have the last key, I consider the game complete. Are we allowed to sit here? I guess not. One chair is smaller than the other. I'll take the big chair. Alright, we can wrap up in this room. Pseudoregalia. I already talked about the name of the game, but I assume this has to do with a princess. From what I can tell, this is some kind of weird dream or something. And Sybil entered through the mirror in order to do something here. I guess at the very end, in the one-sided monologue, dialogue, or whatever, we were talking to whoever was dreaming here. And by defeating the princess in their dream, we convinced them to wake up and pursue photography or something. What exactly is this place? Is it a metaphorical dreamscape representing someone's real life, or is this literal? And did we wake up a literal princess after some sordid history that happened in this castle for whatever reason? Then again, I don't even know if we woke up the princess or who we were talking to at the end. If I recall correctly, the lines were something along the lines of talking about how the princess wasn't the kind of person you'd want to be friends with, and how the speaker could barely even remember them at this point. We could take this as either one of two ways, or maybe more. Option A: there are parties A, B, and C. Party A being the princess, Party B being the speaker at the very end who's having this dream, and Party C being Sybil. Princess A had some kind of falling out with Party B, and Party B, in their depressive state, proceeds to have this dream of the castle, and as things get worse and worse, memory starts falling apart, and the shape of the castle twists and distorts, leaving only weird textured rooms and floating boxes and whatnot. In fact, the entire layout of the castle might be said to be messed up because of that. And Party B is approached by Sybil, a third party who has nothing to do with any of this. Just an exterior do-gooder, come to wake up Party B for whatever reason. Sybil takes on the form of a goat, or cat, bunny thing. But apparently, that's not what she really looks like, or maybe just the clothes aren't what she really looks like. Based on what the one servant says back in the dungeon, that our disguise is paper thin, it seems that Sybil only donned this disguise to blend in with the rest of the world, to interact with the princess at the very end and wake up Party B. Of course, the other way to take this is that there's only Party A being the princess and Party B being Sybil, that the speaker at the end was speaking in third person for whatever reason about themselves, looking at themselves in some critical sense and saying that they don't even remember who they themselves were at some point in time, some past point in time. Perhaps they're disillusioned with the way that they were, or the way that they are now, and can't even imagine how they were previously. In any case, I think there's only one way to take how Sybil is related to all this, that she isn't. She has no relationship to whatever history there was in the castle, metaphorical or not, and that she's just some kind of traveler that helps people out in their dreams, breaking them out of them. Based on some of the things that we read in the library, we got Sybil's own responses to what was inside those books. One of the things that stands out to me was one book that described Shakespeare, the quote, "all the world's stage." Of course, most likely referring to this entire world being not real, and a representation of someone's mind instead. There was also another book about the sea or something, and Sybil's response was, "It'd be nice to visit there, maybe next time." Perhaps indicating that Sybil travels around and sees a lot of sights, but hasn't seen the sea in any of the dreams she's gone into. If that is what she does. Maybe she goes to more places other than dreams, I don't know. She enters through a mirror. Symbolically speaking, it's sort of like a through the looking glass situation. A representation of going from the real world into some imaginary world. But there's only so much to speculate off of. I guess this game was made for some kind of Metroidvania game jam, based on the credits, so it's not like they had a whole lot of time to put thought into the lore or develop the story. Not that I would know. That aside, the gameplay. I was surprised by how much depth there was to every single ability. The wall kick was one thing, but the solar wind dive kick thing. What I learned at the very end was the huge side jump, which was something that you could use as soon as you got the solar wind. On top of the backflipping with the high jump from the ground pound. And there's also bouncing off of enemies, which I got pretty late into the game, but could have gotten earlier. And everything else that I may have forgotten. All of those in combination with each other allows a huge freedom of movement. Despite all of the things that are clearly laid out for you to go across in some designated critical path, there are several times in this game where I quite clearly ignored that and made my own path with all of the abilities given to me, which is quite clearly the intent of the design. Of course, Metroidvanias are known for all of the sequence breaking that you can do with the different abilities that you get. But aside from that, not just sequence breaking, but the basic puzzles and platforming across each individual room, there's so much leeway that you're given once you get more abilities. It became natural to me to jump off of walls and when I make a mistake just backflip so that I get that extra height that I'm missing, as one example. Rooms that were once something that I had to slowly platform across became trivial when I got the solar wind and could kick off of walls at high speed. All this to say, it felt like they truly understood, when they were designing each ability, what they brought to the table, how they could be used in conjunction with other abilities, and how that would be fun to combine them in different ways. There's a certain finesse to it, in the way you chain all the moves together. Even now, at the end of the game, after having collected everything and beaten the final boss, I feel like I still want to learn more about the pathing in the game, how you can completely change the route that you went through by getting certain abilities first. I'm probably going to watch a speedrun right after this, just to see what that looks like. Hopefully it's not just going through walls and stuff, but I'm sure it's going to be something interesting. Alright, I think I've said all I want to say, and I should probably wrap up. The dream is over. The princess, or whoever was dreaming about the princess, has woken up. And all that's left is this empty castle filled with NPC butlers or whatever. I say it belongs to me now. Sybil's the queen. With that, I suppose I'll end with my usual sign-off, which is thematically appropriate this time around. Good evening, good night, and good morrow.